Okay, so now we're here at Rockpool and we're going to display some oysters. So we're currently about to start showcasing Amélie Oysters from France. They have 4 main varieties, but today we're showcasing 3 in particular. So Borak, which oysters are we showcasing from Amélie today?
We have mini clear, we have specially clear, and we have cocktail oyster, and we have XO, and this is the special clear, mini clear, cocktail, and we have XO oyster. All the way from France, North Atlantic.
So the special eclair, you see the size first of all, but also this is the oyster that they really showcase because of the minerality, and also that they've won a lot of awards in France, Europe and in Singapore. The cocktail oyster you can see is much smaller. A cocktail oyster is a small oyster. So this is going to be a little bit more natural and less salty because it's so small, hasn't had so much time to develop. And the fin de clair, again, just one of the beautiful classic oysters, quite big and a very robust briny flavor. As you can see, the size is quite big, but the size of the oyster is not so big. So we have a lot of water in there, so it's going to give a good amount of saltiness and brininess. So we're just going to beautifully shuck these. So the way we're presenting them is with a little bit of mignonette, so chopped shallots, champagne vinegar and chives. We have some fresh lemon and Tabasco. So really important here at this stage is we don't want to stab the oyster. We want to make sure we gently open it and preserve the shape and integrity of the oyster, and we don't lose any of the water. The water is really one of the main characteristics of the oyster and where it's coming from. So you can see Borak's just beautifully opened it. So we just want to separate it from the shell. So just removing the ductor muscle here and just flipped. Presentation for oysters is incredibly important. So you can see we've kept the oyster nice and intact, plenty of juice in there as well, and no shells. So let's just present one of each here. So there we have our beautiful cocktail oyster. You can see the size difference, it's quite substantial. So the cocktail oyster is really for those who are new to oysters or don't eat so much oysters, or in this case, to pair with a beautiful glass of wine or even a martini. Okay, so our last is our special declare. So again, very, very beautiful size, nice and meaty, and a good amount of water in there as well. So we're just going to go sizes. Okay, last we have our XO Amélie oyster. So you can see, beautiful big oyster. It's a very deep shell as well. So we have plenty of space for plenty of water. So plenty of brininess, richness, and the size of the oyster is very significant. So this is the XO from Amélie.